Welcome into Extra Time. Hashtag FC Extra Time if you ever want to get us a question. Ooh, this is a good one, a long one, from Colin. Colin wants to know, what's happened to Mourinho? While he has improved results for United, he doesn't seem to be keeping people happy, and we're still losing in the Champions League. Surely it doesn't take more than 2 years to get everyone where they need to be. Ale, what's happened to Mourinho?
Well, I'm the wrong person to ask, because all along I've been saying that Manchester United are very difficult to watch, but they do get results to some degree. When you lose to Sevilla in Champions League, then people are going to question, are you really getting results? And the problem is when you consider Premier League and what's ahead for Manchester United, what's ahead is that they're going to be chasing down Manchester City. And good luck trying to catch that team, because they're only getting better, they're only getting more comfortable with each other, and in my view, they're right now, as we speak right now, favorites to win it again next season.
If Mourinho continues to let Manchester United play the way they play, is there any way they would ever catch Manchester City?
Well, statistically, Premier League's a very hard league to repeat for whatever reason. I mean, we've seen now the last couple of years, the previous winner doesn't even qualify for Champions League. So if that, I guess, trend continues, then you'd say that maybe Man U has a chance. But you know, I agree with Ollie. I think Man City just looks like they could be that team that could just run away with the league a couple years in a row. Now, Mourinho is usually his second year wins the title. That didn't happen. It'll be interesting to see where their improvements come from, where they're able to strengthen, and can they challenge next year. But I agree, the loss to Sevilla was the monster, was the one that really set them back. Now, can they win an FA Cup? Does that change the whole year around the big FA Cup final tomorrow? Good question.
Let's bring Paolo into this. Paolo, beyond the style, what's up with Jose Mourinho? He just seems like a grouch nowadays, going after his players, going after the press, going after everybody. What's up?
I think that what's up with Mourinho is they stopped winning. Look, this guy was always this guy. It's just that when he was winning, it looked different. When you're winning, you're able to carry off that sort of, I don't know, that haughtiness, that little bit of needle, and make it look like it's something fun, like it's something a little bit edgy. But when you're losing, it just looks like sour grapes and a lack of control of the situation. And yeah, I think that's what happened. Mourinho looks different to us all now because he's no longer the guy lifting the trophy at the end of the season.
Yeah, to that point, is that when Mourinho came in and was winning and was saying the things that he was saying in the press conference, it was cute. It was cute. It was entertaining. But now when you're losing, now you're just annoying. You see, because now you lost some of that luster. And at some point, you have to back it up with the results. And meanwhile, while you're trying to entertain in your press conferences and do the things that you do in your press conference, Manchester City's winning. And they keep winning.
Yeah.
And winning. Good luck catching
Yeah,
that.
that's that confidence, arrogance side, right? I mean, when you're portraying yourself as this, you know, if you love him, it's confidence. If you hate him, it's arrogance. But when you're winning, well, all right, he's backing it up.
Yeah.
When you're not, then you're just like, hey, just be quiet.
Next question from #1 Liverpool fan. If Liverpool added...
Stevie Nicol?
Stevie does have a Twitter, but that's not it. Added Buffon for next season, would that make them legitimate cup emoji contenders? I feel like they already are.
How much legitimate can
title
you get
contenders.
if
Well,
you're in Champions League final?
Okay, but let's make it Premier League. Let's assume that's what #1 Liverpool fan means. Paolo, what do you think? Is that the key for Liverpool to be able to compete with the Manchester City?
No, I don't think a goalkeeper is the gap between Liverpool and Manchester City right now. I think Liverpool are playing extremely compelling attacking football, and they're playing it in a way that's a little bit less balanced than Manchester City do. They're playing it in a way that's a little bit too open, and I don't think any goalkeeper, and certainly not, and I say this with a huge amount of respect and admiration for Buffon, at 41 years old as he'll be next season, he's also not, at this age, performing to the level of, say, Emmanuel Neuer or maybe even a Jan Oblak. So he's not even talking about putting the very best keeper in the world today into that puzzle. So no, I don't think that Buffon is the gap between Liverpool and Man City right now.
Our next question comes from Jordy, and I'm so glad Jordy asked this because it's been bothering me for a really long time. Jordy says, let's address the elephant in the room. Ale, are you a Barcelona fan like Dan Thomas is a Madridista?
No. No. And you know how this has been perpetuated in the show. It's because Dan Thomas
He is a Madrid.
Yes, he is for real.
Yeah.
Like, he is a Madridista. He worked for Real Madrid, and then he has to find somebody else to throw under the bus with him. And then he has portrayed me as a
Classic Dan.
Yes. He has portrayed me as a Barcelona fan, which I'm not. What I am is a fan of teams that play well. And for many years now, Barcelona has been one of the dominant teams in Europe. And I like the way that Messi plays. And I appreciate the way that Iniesta plays. And I like Luis Suarez as a center forward. If that makes me a Barcelona fan, then so be it. All I know is that I can appreciate good teams. And Barcelona is a great team.
Casey, speaking of fandom, which of your former clubs do you most root for?
I don't think I'd pick one out over the other. It wasn't
Seattle.
Yeah. No, it's not. Well, Seattle is my hometown team. I mean, that's the tricky part about stuff. It's not as if, I grew up being a Tottenham Hotspur fan and then got to play for Tottenham Hotspur or Millwall or Rayo or Leicester City. Or I had great times at all the clubs I played for, and I still. It's the first. I'm obviously rooting for Fulham over Aston Villa in the playoff final because it's my former team. I don't have anything against Aston Villa by any means, but look, Sounders were the team when I was a kid, before NASL folded. That was my home club team.
Who do you root for harder, Spurs or Seahawks?
Seahawks are my hometown team.
You a big football fan?
Yeah, for sure.
Seahawks going to be any good next year?
A lot of changes. It's going to be tough.
Hey, did you know that Paulo Bandini is a football player? Did
Paulo
you know
Bandini.
Linebacker.
Did
from
you
what I
know
hear.
that?
Paulo?
I
Yeah,
knew he was
that's
wearing a
right.
helmet on his head earlier. Who's your favorite football team there?
It's been a few years. Yeah, I used to play youth ball over here for the London Blitz. Did you ask what my favorite team is? Or
Yeah.
was
Do
the
you have a
question?
favorite
Sorry,
team?
yeah, right.
A favorite American football team?
Yeah, I do. I was introduced to the game by some friends of our family who live in Arizona. So the first team I watched was the Cardinals, and I've stuck with the Cardinals.
Who's going to play quarterback for the
I
Cardinals?
was going to say, there's the biggest question coming out right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Sam Bradford, as long as he's healthy, I guess.
Wow.
I guess that'll be a week or two, right?
Yeah, I got to say, by the way, also, before we say goodbye, Paulo Bandini, he cleaned up that hair.
He did.
He cleaned up that hair. He gelled up that hair. I like it. I like it. Look at him. Yeah, look at that smile. I love this man.
I'm not saying anything about her.
Who gave? Ale, you were present for both. Who gave better analysis? American football from Paulo or Liga MX from Shaka?
Oh, no, American football by Paulo. There was a level of investment by Paulo there that was 100% better than Shaka. I'm pretty sure Shaka did not know we were doing that segment.
To be fair,
Yeah?
you picked Toluca and I picked Toluca.
Yeah.
And he did pick Santos, and right now, they're up.
Well, it's not over, is it?
It's not over.
Okay, there you go.
It's not over. This, however, mercifully is over.
Thank you.
Extra time has come to an end.
Day off tomorrow? Oh, no, we're available daily now.
No more days off. 7 days a week, ESPN FC, and of course, you can find us exclusively on ESPN Plus.